Alright, what up, y'all? New video. It's sorry if you have your friend in the background. It's some like just sorry, because I'm not gonna go turn it off. But yeah. We got a new video. This is what if Izuku was like. I want to say what if he had the Force, but I don't want to say that because like that's just basic. So we just gonna say uh. Mm, yeah, I guess we can say what if Izuku had the Force. Yeah, he could be stronger than Darth Vader in the Force. And yeah, I know Darth Vader strong, bro. That man real strong. But yeah, let's get started, bro. Yeah. So yeah, we start off at we start off with Izuku is going to the Kirk doctor as he's chilling, and as the doctor calls them in, as he tells them, as Izuku picks, what's her name? Ingo. Ingo picks up Izuku and walks them in. Time skip. Mm, it seems like your son's quirk is a very strong telekinesis quirk. Or he doesn't say very strong. He just says, telekinesis quirk. He doesn't, I'm not sure. Yeah, he says telekinesis quirk. And he says, he has the potential. He probably has the potential to be a really good superhero. As Izuku says, I'm not sure if I want to make this man evil. Yeah, I guess we can make him a villain. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a ship in this one either. It might be. I'm just probably not gonna show a picture. I don't think it is though, cause like, nah, bro. Yeah. Anyways, Izuku. We say we time skip, right? He's about 6 years old now. And Izuku, he's still he's probably about like first grade? Like in first grade. So Izuku, he basically, he walking there as he sees Bakugo. As, they haven't, actually, I can't say that. He sees Bakugo. Actually, I know exactly what the ship is gonna be. Yeah, I just started that shit. That's gonna be good. Well, maybe, I already started this, so I ain't gonna change it. So yeah, Bakugo basically could be a female, and you already know where it's gonna go from that point. She not gonna have that. Like Bakugo not gonna have that hot tempered for real though, cause like that's really annoying on me, especially in the anime, bro. That shit's annoying. And bro, Izuku can easily cop that man, bro. I feel like he be holding back a lot. I ain't gonna count, cause like, bro. But anyways, Izuku, he says that he looks at Katsuki as he walks up to her, and I'm just call it Bakugo, ain't true. He walks to Bakugo as he walks up to Bakugo, as he give her high fives type shit. As they they meet and stuff. As Katsuki, she hasn't got her quirk yet, so Izuku is kind of like. So Izuku, like, she doesn't get bullied, but she gets kind of picked on a little bit. So yeah. But yeah, Izuku is kind of protective, you could say, or something like that over her. I guess you could say that, yeah. Yeah. And basically, we can just say that. Yeah, we can just say that shit. Alright, kinda, yeah. So yeah. Ah, damn. Ah, shit, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, we can just say that. So basically, after they sit down and class is starting, as they start, like they talk to each other and stuff. As the teacher sees them talking, she splits them up. As she tells them to focus on the work. As it's kind of difficult for, actually no. it's kind of difficult for Izuku, but Katsuki says she's already done. As teacher says, "What about you, Izuku?" As he says, "Yeah, me too." As he just writes random answers on a paper. She picks up the papers. She sees that Izuku wrote, a bunch of random answers, and that he's talking to Katsuki again. So she says she tells Izuku to move his clip down to parent contact, and that should be pitiful, man. Tell you, boy, I was crying, boy. My shit got down and moved to parent contact. I was crying. I know I got my head toe up as soon as I got home. I had beat. Anyways, bro. Izuku, he get his mama basically come type shit. As she says, "What's the problem?" And she explains to her that basically that me talking to Koski too much, and that he needs to focus more on his work, but he can never, she can never get him to focus on his work. As she says, I'll deal with him when we get home. Thank you for that information. As they get home and they talk, and they just talk small talk, because like Izuku's little. So time skip to when Izuku's in middle school. He let's see, as he's talking to Akatsuki, they call him up to the principal's office. As he goes up there, actually, no, I don't want to go that fast. Fuck it, I already said it. He calls him up to the principal, or the principals call him basically up. As they say, you have early release. Pack your things and go. Izuku go back to the classroom as he gets a text from his mom saying, "There's something important I have to tell you." As he says, "Oh my God, please don't be another pep talk type shit." As Izuku, he tells Katsuki bye, and he tells Katsuki bye, as she says, "There's no one else here to talk to besides Izuku." She's basically bored and get picked on a little bit. Well, not picked. Yeah, you could say picked on. Fuck up. Picked on / bullied. But that's why Izuku was kind of hesitant to leave, because he didn't want her to get bullied. Cause I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say all that. Okay, we time skip to where Izuku, he's in the car with his mom. As he says, "What did you want to talk to me about?" As he says, she says that we're moving overseas for your father. He's getting a job. As she's about to like, "What the hell? No, I'm not moving." Type shit. And he says, you didn't let me finish. But he says that he's gonna have another job opportunity where they'll be moving him back down here in a couple of years. So if he gets the job, then I guess we can come back here later. But if he doesn't, we'll just have to stay there and, well, okay. She says, "Well, you can just say goodbye to Katsuki and your friends." As Izuku is just kind of pissed off, because like she just ruined his life, and he's been with Katsuki his whole life, so that's kind of the only person he really has. Alright, we time skip like 4 years later. Katsuki is walking down. Well, let's say she's going to school, UA. As just like their second week at UA. She really doesn't. Actually, no. She actually exceeds very well You get where I'm taking this, you know. I'm saying she exceeds very well. You could say. Let's say she had Izuku mentality, basically. That shit. Her legs moved on her own, so yeah. But anyways, Izuku, as he's, he's sitting, as he's, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I don't wanna. No, I'm not gonna do that. Katsuki is, they're in that part of the exams where they gotta, where the school exams, where they have to, like throw the balls. Throw the balls. Wow. They have to throw the ball to the farthest station. Izuku. Everything basically. Katsuki basically gets almost number one, but she get beat by Uraraka. The Infinity shit. I'm gonna say she got like third place. Like no, she got third place. Cause it's Todoroki. And that nigga cold. Literally cold. Anyways, Izuku, he's sitting. Well, not necessarily sitting, but we can say that he's getting up and moving and stuff. As you know, as I was informed that the transfer student is here, as everybody says, like that. What's that nigga name with the glasses? That name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Lita. His name like Ida, or like I'm gonna just call him Tenya. It's like Ida Tenya or something like that. Or I don't know. I can't have some Japanese names. Anyways, it's like so Ida Tenya. He basically says that I'm just calling him Tenya. He basically says that, is it too late? Isn't it too late for a transfer student to come? As he says, no, especially, yeah, he says no, you must not know the kid. You could say he's top one in the world right now. Well, top one in the entire world. As he says, they say, they shock and awe. As Izuku, then they like, why does he want to come to UA? As everybody's like, isn't UA the best school? Yes, in Japan, but not like the whole world. Basically, that would be as he says that would be some random man's name. As they look at him, or no, they look at him and say, "Oh, I never heard of that school." As they all say they like, "Oh," and type shit. As they go back to the classroom, and they go back to the classroom. They wait for the transfer student. As they see a transfer student, basically walk in. You already know who it is, so I ain't really gonna say anything. This probably could be a one shot, to be honest. But I'm gonna start making one shots from now on. Cause like, bro, yeah, I'm gonna start making one shots. Anyways, Izuku, he says that, he says, hello everybody. My name is Izuku Midoriya. As everybody just shock and awe at him, like, oh my god. He's an angel. What are you talking about? Anyways, Izuku, he basically just sit there. As everybody introduces themselves as Katsuki catches his eye as he says, he basically looks at Katsuki as, I was gonna make him a villain, right? Damn, I fucked up. I'll just be free balling. My bad, y'all. He gonna still become a villain. Don't worry. Well, I'm not gonna ruin that. Never mind. Never mind. I ain't gonna say much. I am not gonna say much. Izuku says that. He says that, he says, hey, Katsuki, it's been a while, hasn't it? As she walks up to him and smacks the shit out of him. She said, I gotta get this drama in. As she starts tearing up basically a little bit as she starts walking out. As Izuku holds his face, and you know, she's let's say that she's not she's kind of damn, I need to stop saying she's kind of popular, you could say, but she's not. Actually, yeah, let's say she's the most popular girl in school. Let's just say that. The fuck was that pop, boy? Anyways, Izuku says that he says, oh, wow. As, he's kind of shocked, but he's, he knows he's deserved it without, dipping for fucking 4 years without telling her. As, she's basically crying in her room with the door locked as she tells everybody to go away and leave her alone. As Aizawa is like, man, what the hell? They better get back to class. Fuck all, I don't care who he is. As, Aizawa, he tells whoever the hell just ran out, get back to class now, or it's detention. As, Katsuki doesn't move, and she really doesn't care. But, some of the girls, all of the girls that ran after her came right there, sat right the fuck back down. As they just look at Izuku with pity. As they say, they say, like, they talk about that name. But they talk about him as like, what did he do to make Katsuki that angry type shit, or that sad? That shit. Anyways, after that, we get to where after that, we time to like a day. Izuku, he basically knows everybody's name now. He gets introduced, that shit. And Izuku, he really doesn't know about the class 1B and type shit. 2A. Well, I mean, not 2A. Is it 2A? I ain't sure if it's the 2A. I don't know how Manetta got into 1A. Or that invisible girl. Like, some of the people in class 1B should just got straight, like, as soon as I see Manetta quirk, you don't deserve to be here. Get out of here. Like, come on, bro. If I did, because he a good rescue hero. Because he got the ball. Never mind, I'm not going to say that. Izuku, he, after a while, he goes into the lounge as he just sits down. As he could be seen, talking to somebody. He said on a video call. As they basically look at him. As, Katsuki, she walks in there as everybody's trying to hold her back, telling her no. And she says, why the hell? Like, she basically like, why the hell y'all want me to go in here, type shit. And she says, I'm just trying to get something to eat. Or, she says, I'm just trying to get some snacks. As she sees Izuku, as she just freezes. And, Izuku, he feels the pressure, the tense. He feels the glare behind him. As he instantly turns around as he walks up to Katsuki, saying, he don't even walk up to her for real though. He really just glide over her, if you're gonna be honest. Like, come on now. But yeah, he walk over there as Izuku, or not Izuku, no way. Izuku hugs Katsuki as he says, I'm sorry for leaving for like 4 years. As they like, she's still like angry at him, but she accepts his apology. But yeah, let's time skip. It's time to get to the USJ exams. And let's keep this straight. Nobody has seen Izuku's powers. Or I could say quirk. Aizawa hasn't. Nobody has seen his quirk yet. As they're kind of wondering if he actually quirkless, because like, every time they say, can we see your quirk, he says, you wouldn't want to see my quirk. As they just sigh and move on. But Katsuki, she knows Izuku has a quirk, as she's been with him all her life. Besides the 4 years that watch me disappear. What you talking about, John Cena? Now you can't see me. I got the milk and dip. Turn some of that. Anyways, Izuku, Izuku, he says that, they get to USJ as they all look at the, they just look at the, basically same shit happened. Let's say that. Same shit happened. What's his name? Kirishima. I was like Kirishima, he goes and he, villains type shit, that shit, and everybody gets into it. Everybody starts from the post. As Izuku says, wow, villains. As he just looks at them, as they're like, what the hell is he doing here? I thought they said he wouldn't be transferring here till a week. We're fucked. As Izuku starts struggling, fuck that chuckling. That nigga started laughing. As he knows it's about to happen to the nigga. As everybody just looks at him and saying, why the hell are you laughing? Are you with them? As Izuku, Katsuki smacks the person who says that and says, hell no. He's with us, most definitely. He always wanted to be a hero. As Izuku says, there's no time for backstories. I'll handle these. I'll handle everybody here. As he points at, what's his name? Shigaraki, him. Yeah, the dude that was at the cave person. He points at the Shigaraki. Shigaraki looks at him. He says, what the hell do you want? As Izuku, he takes it easy. As he's still not using his quirk. As everybody's just wondering what the hell is going on. As, they see the Nomu come out of nowhere. And we're changing Kirigiri's quirk. His quirk is that he can summon Nomus, basically. Or he can, let's not say summon Nomus, but summon whatever is transported into, like, he can summon, so say if a Nomu was to go through his portal, he can summon that same Nomu back. But he can only summon that Nomu. He can't summon multiple Nomus. So, like, whatever goes through his portal, he can summon that shit. And basically, like, an upgrade to skirt. I just want to do that. Kuriguri summons to the Nomus, as Izuku says, oh yeah. As they're like 30 times stronger in this one, like literally 30 times stronger. 30 times stronger. Imagine that. That would be crazy. Anyways, not saying 30, but like 10 times. I said about like 10 times stronger. They literally 10 times stronger. So Izuku, he says, wow, those look strong. As he's fighting, as he says, hey Shigaraki, where'd you get those? As they say we have to keep this on the down low type shit. Oh, we're gonna make Shigaraki a girl too. Hell no, never mind. I don't know what the fuck I was just thinking right there. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. And then I just pictured that nigga Shigaraki in my head, bro. As a dude, bro. Like, nigga. That nigga lips crusty. That nigga, hell no. We could pass on that one. What you talking about? Izuku, fucked up. Izuku, he says, yeah, just tell me where the hell you got him. And I'll just end you off quickly. as she says, Master made them. As he says, okay. As he socks Shigaraki and knocks him out, as you know, Shigaraki's just like, damn. She's in the mindscape. She's like, what's gonna happen to me after this, man? Just got my ass beat again by a student. It's pitiful. This Kurogiri just he summons another Nomu. As they have about 10 Nomus. As let's say the Nomus have more powers in this one, shall I say. Izuku, he's fighting one of the Nomus as another Nomu butts in. As Bakugo sees this, as she goes to take on the Nomu, as everybody else is fighting the little villains, but she goes to take on the Nomu. As she hits it, she hits it pretty solid type shit. As you know, she injured a little bit. As Izuku sees her, as he says, Katsuki, what are you doing? As she looks at him and says, I'm gonna help. Well, she tells him, I'm gonna help you. Izuku says, you know I'm not really trying. I can easily wipe everyone out here. Why are you trying to help me? As, you know, she just says, just focus on the fight. As Izuku blocked one of Nomu's punch. And that motherfucker like 3 times. So, just imagine that. Well, we can say he necessarily blocks it, but kind of uses the force with it. Anyway, I'm talking about like an hour. I'm about to stretch this whole out because I don't know what to say. I'm just make some shit up. Izuku says, he says, he says, you what? No, my bad. Katsuki says, she says, hey, Izuku, I'm sorry for hitting you. She says it's fine, just focus. As one of the Nomu's about to hit her, as he force pushes her out the way. As, Aizawa instantly sees this, and she says, so he has a telekinesis or push quirk. It's not that strong, but okay. Well, the push quirk isn't. Maybe that telekinesis quirk will come in handy. As Izuku, he looks at Kurogiri, as he says, as he teleports in front of him. Well, not necessarily teleport, but moving at high speeds. He ends up in front of Kurogiri. As he says, young master. As, hit him with that, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, and knock him out sleepy. Make him drowsy and one of his mama. Yeah. So we can time skip after all of this. We just gonna say that, they was given a week off. Just a week of work. Nothing else. It was given like a little week off to cope with everybody. With, some of their friends being put in the hospital. As they say that, they basically say that, they basically say that, they were basically thanking Izuku and Aizawa and Bakugo, as they were all 3 praised for showing the most skill. But not necessarily praised, but thanked by everyone. As Nezu sees, Nezu is like, how the hell did they get in? Someone here is a traitor. As he looks at Aizawa, as he says, what the hell are you looking at me for? As everybody chuckles a little bit, as Nezu says it. he slams his fist down and says, "None of this is funny." I can just imagine that shit. A little rat nigga. Dude, that shit ain't doing no contact. My bad, that's on me though. But shit, I'm trying motherfucker. Anyways, Izuku says, he says, no, back it up. Nezu, he looks at everyone and says, "We have a traitor on our hands." As he looks at Aizawa, Aizawa says again, "What the hell are you looking at me for?" As everybody looks at Aizawa and says, "Everyone thinks I'm the traitor." That's crazy. As Nezu says, "No, I don't think it's you. I think it's that." As Aizawa says, "What, the transfer student? No. He's the strongest in the world. Why would he be a villain?" Like, as everybody just says, "Yeah, I don't think that could be true, Nezu." As he says, "Okay, but I called it. If anything happens, he says, "Everyone just keep your eye on him." "So do we have any more suspects?" "No." As everyone says, everybody says, are we sure they agree and move on about their day if we talk about? We could say that Izuku is not necessarily training, but he's just using his quirk around. It's not necessarily a quirk, but a gift. Yeah, just think of it as a gift, not a quirk. An ability that he manifested. Izuku, as he's fighting, Bakugo comes into the room as she tells him to fight. She says, "Fight me." As Izuku says, "You know what the result is gonna be." As he says, he says, "Hold on, how'd you get a quirk?" As he thinks that she's working with All-For-One. As he says, he's about to actually expose himself. As she says, "Promise you won't tell anyone." As now he's about to really expose, he's really about to expose himself. As Izuku's like, "I think I know what you're gonna say." And she says, "How did you know?" She said, "How did you figure it out?" As Izuku says, "Well, you could say," but he doesn't want to say it yet, so he says, "Never mind, just say what you have to say." What are you talking about? She says, "Just promise me, Izuku." As Izuku says, "Yeah, promise, I promise." As she says, that didn't sound too convincing. As they look at Izuku and my bad, the fuck is they? Fuck. She looks at Izuku as she tells him that she whispers in his ear that All Might gave her this quirk. As she says, "All Might? What do you mean?" And little does she know he's whispering to her enemy. She says, "What do you mean, All Might?" And she says, "Well, you see, I can give All Might can give his quirk to other people." And his quirk was getting too, he got injured. And he very messed up his stomach, or he lost his stomach. And he can only be a hero for like a couple hours a day now. As he says, "Wow." As he says, "So how the hell did you get his quirk though? Is it like some magic?" Or as she says, "No, he gave me his DNA." As Izuku, he says, he kind of holds on right there. As she says, "What you mean DNA?" As he gets up, as she says, "Izuku." He tells her, he looks, she looks at him as she says, you know, not that DNA, what you talking about? And he says, then what DNA? And she says, he ripped off a piece of hair, and she explained, she explained to Izuku. And Izuku says, okay. What the fuck is this, bro? It's the third one? Oh my god, I did not know that. Alright, yeah. Izuku, he gets his shit explained to. And he gets explained to, as he says, this might be, as he says, so do you have to, so can you pass it on? And she says, yeah, when I get old, I'll just pass it on to some random worthy kid. And she says, so all I have to do is eat your hair. That's disgusting. And she chuckles and says, but like under her breath, she says, but I eat your DNA. Talk about eat the kid. Izuku, he says, huh? What was that? She says nothing. And she says, oh, also Izuku, I just wanted to tell you that, as she gets closer to Izuku, as Izuku gets up and says, yeah, what the dealio, as she gets stressed out and she did. How much time? 37 minutes. Izuku, he just, I gotta get on start. Izuku, he just Izuku, he sits there. As he says, Kirikiri, you can come out now. As Kirikiri walks out of the shadows, as he says, excuse me, he says, young master, I didn't want to butt in, but I have something to say. That girl's, as he looks at Kirikiri, as he says, if you touch her, I'll kill you. As he says, I won't touch her. As he already know. As he says, if you tell my father, you're gonna die. If you tell anybody, you're gonna die. And then I'll take he says, then your family will be joining wherever the hell you're going. As Kirikiri is like, he's like, even your son. The son only like 2 months old. It's all right. But Izuku literally like demon like that. So yeah. So she says, my bad. Let's get to Katsuki. Yeah, let's get to Katsuki. She's sitting in the room, as there's more of a villainy. She's sitting in the room as Izuku's like, what am I saying? Izuku, goddamn Izuku, shit. Katsuki is sitting in the room as she's thinking about Izuku, as all the girls nudge her and saying, who are you thinking about? As everybody teaches her, saying, I bet it's Izuku. And everybody's like, yeah. Cause I'm up right now. Yeah, everybody teasing her. As she says, no, I don't like Izuku. As Momo says, then that means I can take him. As Bakugo looks at her and smacks her. And she says, you better not. As Momo, she says, why'd you hit me? As she gets up and pushes on Bakugo. As Bakugo says, you see the mean right hook. That bitch is mean, bro. That bitch is disgusting. You want to say we done like with that old cunt, take me home to the bed, sleep, the cover over that ass like that. Get that NyQuil. That's what I'm gonna smack your ass, boy. Telling you, boy. Anyways, Anyways, bro, Izuku, he hears them like fighting. As he says, "Are you guys okay?" As he just pops out of nowhere in the room. As he kind of flustered a little bit, cause like all the girls are in there. Let's say, well, let's say all the girls, but Katsuki. Never mind. She's doing something very revealing. Let me just say that. As you know, Izuku, he says, "Hey, you guys need to calm down. Everybody can hear you." As you know, Katsuki says, "Izuku, you pervert. Why are you sneaking in here?" As Izuku says, "I'm not being a pervert. You know me. I don't." He says, "You know, I don't have to be a pervert. I can take any girl I want." As he looks at her and says, "You too." As everybody's like, "Damn, Riz. Look, he's talking about." Riz, that real quick, he's talking about a couple words, got him. Ain't got to say much. They talking about. Anyways, that man go fall off. Huh? Anyways, Izuku, he says, "Hey Katsuki, meet me in my room. I want to talk to you about something after." As you know, not Izuku, my bad. Damn, I keep saying Izuku. Shit, man, Izuku, shit, man. No country home, take me home. Izuku says that, as Katsuki walks in the room, he says, "What is it?" As he says, "Listen, Katsuki, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. I would die for you, really. I'd kill for you, but you're just not number one on my list." As she says, "What the hell do you mean not number one?" As she says, she runs up to him and like, kisses him. And Izuku's like, he says, "I really enjoyed that, but that doesn't still make you number one." As she kisses him more, it says, "Izuku, please, who's number one? Is it Momo? Is it?" As she, she's like, "Is it that bitch?" Oh shit. She's like, "Is it that bitch Uraka?" As it's like, but damn, I keep fucking him. Katsuki says, "Is it that bitch Uraka?" As he says, no, it's not a girl. As she looks at him and says, are you? As he says, "No, fuck, I don't swing both ways. I swing one way." As she says, "Then what the hell is it?" As she says, "You're probably gonna hate me after this, and you're gonna hate me. But there's just more things important than just you, like me fulfilling my." As she says, he's about to finish the sentence, and she's already on top of him, and she's unbuttoning her shirt. She just wants to be with Izuku, and she says, "Fine, I don't care if I'm not number one. I don't care who it is. Just, I don't want to say this by getting a guideline." She says, "Just take me." You could say, take me. Like, how do I prefer this? Y'all should know what I'm talking about, bro. Take me. First time, like, I should know. Y'all know y'all dumb as shit. Anyways, Izuku says take me. Izuku says that. I meant to say, god damn. See, fucking around starting sus, bro. Oh, Katsuki Katsuki says, take me, as Izuku says. He says, but Katsuki, wait, as she's on top of him. She's on top of him as she's biting and she's ripping off his shirt and she's just aggressive. She's like, damn, it's like nighttime. She listen to young boy, her nighttime. I'm up at the right time. Her, hey boy, bro. Like, damn, bro. But Dirk, I don't want no smoke. Hey, RB the king line though, man. I ain't really fuck at your hotel, but yeah, RB. Hopefully, we don't say RP to YB, bro, cause like this game related stuff, bro. We're losing too many good rappers, bro. We done lost really a lot of really good rappers, bro. Like, dang, bro. Being, bro. Anyways, let's get back to the story, bro. She said she gets to his house. I guess I can say she gets his pants and y'all know it's finna go down, bro. As she pulls down, okay. She pulls down his pants, okay, and I really don't want to get a strike right here. So I'm trying to be as careful as possible because like I want to add this in, but you know I'm trying to like maneuver my way around it just in case. So she pulls down his Fruit of the Loom or Hanes, pulled them all down, and she loves glissies, so she sucks the glissy. You know what I'm saying? Glissy go, ha ha ha. As Izuku's like, oh my god, that's sucked out. You heard? It's all sucked out of that boy. As Izuku is like, guy, as he let's say he, we fill a hot dog with cheese. Like, I know nobody do that shit. Like, I don't even do that shit. I'm just saying shit as a metaphor. If you fill something up, and if it gets to that point, it busts. It basically busts in her mouth. That's what happens. I'm trying to get this maneuver a little bit. Izuku says, he like, whoa. As he tells Katsuki to stop. As she says it in a deeper voice, like the voice isn't his, as she's kind of scared. As she says, did you not like it? As Izuku pulls his pants up and says, no, it's not that, it's just, there's something I have to tell you, and it's very important. As she says, what is it? Just tell me already. As she says, he looks at her as he says, I want us to talk more about your quirk. As she says, I fucking hate you, Izuku. As basically, she slams the door, but Izuku tells her to come back in. And they can finish off where they started. Finish off where they left off, my bad. And she blushes, but she comes back in because want that sausage. That Italian sausage. Italian sausage. That's racist. I should never said that. I'm sorry to the Italian people out there, bro. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should never said that, bro. It'd be wrong because the Italian person would have said negro. My black papaya. Black brother. That's racist. Let me stop being racist on her. If I get another strike. Praise God. Anyways, Izuku, he says, if you were to give someone your quirk, would you still have it? And she says, yeah, all my has is. And she says, okay, that's all I needed to know. As she gets up, saying, what do you mean? What are you gonna do? As he hovers over her. As he walks closer, as she says, Izuku, what's going on? As she walks towards the door saying, I'm leaving. as he forces, like, he uses gift, his force to, he breaks the bolts off, not the bolts, but like the thing, the thing that you twist to lock the door. He does that, but he breaks that. He twists it, then he breaks it. As we hear Katsuki screaming, as she says, "Help, help, help." As Izuku says, "I'm sorry, Katsuki." As she tries to defend herself, but she's no match for Izuku. She says, just stop, please. You don't have to kill me for this." As Izuku chuckles, saying, "I'm not gonna kill you. I will never hurt you. But I just need to take this little thing from you and take it off your shoulders." As he pulls one of her hair out and he eats it. As she says, "I hate you. You're a monster." As he says, "Yeah, I've been caught that my whole life." As Izuku, he says, as everybody, the heroes bust open the door, as they see whatchamacallit on the ground, Izuku hovering over her. As everybody's just like, what the hell is going on? As Zawa tries to, you have to put the pause on Izuku. As everybody just said, alright, everybody just, they just chill. And they ain't chill, fuck they ain't chill. Everybody just like, he tries to put the pause on Izuku, and it don't work out. He ends up severely beat, as Izuku just sits there, as he says, "Wow." As he says, "I can feel her quirk surging through me. Hey, which generation is this?" As he says, "Which user am I?" As he chuckles, saying, "She told me everything, All Might." As, he kinda laughs evilly. As Izuku just wanted power to destroy everybody in the world, especially other heroes. If y'all wonder why he has this evil mentality, it's because when he went to overseas, some shit happened. Am I gonna say what happened? No. Why? Because I don't feel like it. Anyways, we turn to Katsuki as she just crying in her room. As All Might walks in there, and she says, "If you want your quirk back, take it. I'm not gonna use it." As he says, "Young Katsuki, you can still use your quirk, even though he took it. I can still use mine." As she says, "Yes, but it's gonna slowly leave my body and I'm gonna be." As she cries and says, "Quirkless, then I'm gonna get bullied again." And then, and then he says, "No. Let me tell you something. My quirk is gonna leave my body because I let it leave my body. If you sit here and give up, your quirk will leave too. But if you fight, if you show you have that will, young Katsuki, your quirk will not leave your body." As she looks up at him, as she hugs All Might, as All Might's like, "Yes, sir. Peak motivation. Yes, sir." As we get to Izuku, as he's sitting, he says, "Hey." He says, oh, that was his, never mind. He says, "Hey, Dad, I got the quirk." As he looks at him, as he says, "You're serious, right?" As he chuckles, says, "Yes. Yes. Now, my son, you are the strongest in the galaxy. There's no one that will stop us." As Izuku says, "I'm not trying to take over the galaxy, just the planet." as he chuckles as All For One says, I'm right along with you. And All Might is nowhere near the strongest villain. I mean, he's like, All For One. I said All Might. All For One is like C tier. He like D, like low. I'm gonna say he like high D tier. He like top of D tier. But everybody in the world is not like they will destroy him in like a couple taps. But Izuku here. And that went off from All Might's quirk, since All Might was like he was like in S rank, and Izuku was in S plus, like probably above that Z. Y rank. On the list rank it's higher than Z, so it's Gucci. Oh wait, X, Y. My dumbass says higher than Z. We not go. Well, I didn't say that, but yeah, I'm trying to get this shit over with. I ain't embarrassed my shit enough. Fuck. Anyways, let's get this over with. Izuku, he says this world shall perish as he floats up in the sky. He floats up in the sky as he says. He looks at that building as she destroys it with just a finger, with just a movement of a finger. As his telekinesis is like, I'm gonna say it's like 30 times stronger than Darth Vader's. And y'all can't talk about. Y'all know how Darth Vader's strong is, bro. Everybody was struggling, like, bro. This dude just like, he just actually like that, bro. That man is cut, bro. He's the definition of a boss. Definition of him, should I say. That he is him. What are you talking about? Anyways, Izuku, he sits there. He destroys the whole city. As Yue is standing, as all the heroes have gathered there. Some people tried to stop him, like Stain, but he was easily wiped out. Izuku says, "Oh, it looks like this is the last building." As he raises his finger, as you know, the building starts to collapse a little. As he hears a voice saying, "Izuku, stop." As he looks down as he just got Katsuki. Thought you were in a state of despair. Thought I told you to get out of here. Why are you still here? As she says, "You took my quirk. I'm not gonna let you destroy my only place without a home. I'm not gonna let you destroy UA, especially without a fight." As all the villains says, "Kids, stay back." As you know, Aizawa says, no, she's right. Every fight we stay back, but this fight is something else. This fight depends on if we live or we die. So everyone cut your bullshit. We're fighting together. Any problems, cut it now. As Aizawa takes lead, they quickly develop a plan and they try to put a stop to Izuku. But nothing is working. But as you know, she is trying. Katsuki. Katsuki is trying to basically not kill. I don't say kill, but destroy Izuku. But Izuku. He doesn't lay his hands on her. So he just weaves everything and just continues to destroy. Like, that gotta be cold, bro. You don't wanna hurt your lover, so you just weaving her shit, and you just still fighting them other people. You destroying it. That's wicked. Izuku says, as she says, "Sorry, Katsuki. I didn't want to hurt you, but you're getting in the way." As he knocks her out and lays her down. As he says, please take care of her. If I come back and she's someone hurt by any of your goons, she'll die. It'll be like everyone else. Crushed. As Izuku teleports back to the scene, as he says, how about everyone go for a hug? As he widens his arm out and squeezes everybody in. It's like it's a small circle. As everybody's just like squished and can't breathe. Some people are passing out. Some people are just dying from quirk overuse. It's just a lot going on. As Izuku says, thanks to Katsuki, as Kirigiri says, we need to put a stop to him, Master. He'll take over the whole galaxy if we don't. As he says, yes, I know. I'm planning on doing it now. As he says, he walks out. As he says, son. As everybody says, son. What the hell is going on? As Izuku says, yes, father. Why are you holding Katsuki? As he teleports, instantly teleports from her. As he says, put her down. As he puts a gun to her head, saying, stop this rampage or she dies. As Izuku says, fine. Izuku says, he doesn't want he don't want Katsuki to leave him. So he says, okay, fine. But Izuku says, not this is the dumbest shit that he could ever do too. All-4 points the gun at Izuku as Izuku says, he says, you fucking idiot. As he stops, he forces him. As he breaks his, he says, just for that I'll make you pay. For putting Katsuki in danger. As he lifts him up, as he says, now perish. As he breaks his mask and breaks. Basically, have y'all ever seen what's it called? I know everybody probably seen Stranger Things. How Vecna did them. How he got them bodies. How he got them grave diggers. Yeah, them bodies. Basically, he ended up like that. He talking about dead. As everybody just gruesome. As we get to Katsuki, as she wakes up, as she sees Izuku, as Izuku is just, she killing the shit out of this nigga. At this dude. She walks up and she says, Izuku, stop. As she's crying, and she basically tell him that she's killed everybody. He's killed his mother. You killed my mother, my dad, my father, everybody. Just stop. There's no one left. There is no one left. As she smacks him. And she says, She says, how do you feel, Izuku? Do you feel happy? Not that I'm sad. Do you feel happy? As Izuku says, he says, you never told me you were sad, Katsuki. If you would have just, as she smacks him again. As, they get into a heated argument. Or it's not really an argument. Just she on his ass. But, yeah. So she says, turn yourself in. As Izuku says, no. I'll turn myself in, they're gonna kill me. And I don't want to die. I'm so young. Of course I don't want to die. So you're telling me to die, Katsuki. As she looks at him and says, I hate you. As Izuku says, I guess. As she says, I guess we've battled to the death. As everybody, all the villains have a big brawl. As Katsuki punches Izuku. And it's basically like a one-sided fight, and y'all know exactly who won, right? Not the heroes. Izuku, crazy ass nigga. All heroes can stop Izuku. No, no, no. As all the heroes are slaughtered, blood, body parts everywhere. As Izuku doesn't have a speck of blood on him, he's just like he's impeccable to it, or should say doesn't like it. Katsuki sees it, she's wondering. Freaking interesting. Damn, how 5 minutes I ain't trying. Katsuki sees that she's wondering. She says, "What the hell? You don't have any blood on you." As Izuku says, and he says, "Okay." As she says she put them pieces together, and she sees Izuku really doesn't like blood. As she says, "You never like blood. I've never seen you bleed, ever." As Izuku's eyes turn red, as he says, "Well, you see, Katsuki, I'm not from this planet. You could say that I'm..." As his eyes blink again, another flashy red, "A terrestrial. But I came to dominate this world. But you were so beautiful. You got out of my damn way." As he says, "But you don't have to do this. You can come with me. We can rule the universe together." As she says, "No. Hell no. I don't want to rule the universe with a killer and a murderer." As he says, "Fine. If I bring everyone back, will you come with me?" As she says, only if you promise to stop killing. If you don't wipe out any more planets, then I'll come. But you have to promise. If you don't promise me, I'm not coming. And you're just gonna have to kill me." As Izuku says, "I promise." As he makes a blood pact. Basically, if you break the bitch, he really did. He really can't die. But yeah. So I guess I should rename this. So what if Izuku was secretly? I don't know what I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna just name it some. I'm gonna just do it. What if Izuku was like that? Yeah. Hope I enjoyed the what if, man. Fucking jaw messed up and shit. Goddamn.